Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ask Jeff Show. We are up to episode number 24. And as always, if you have any questions or comments from me, leave them in the comment section below. Also make sure to subscribe to this live feed, that way you don't miss any future shows. So we have two brand new questions for you guys this week. The first one is, they say they run a boot camp and personal training both, at the same time at their facility, but they only have one Facebook fan page and one email business account. They want to know if they should be, have two separate fan pages for each service, or if they should be emailing the bootcamp people one type of content, the PT people a different type of content, or should they have it all in the same one? So the main thing is, if it's the same business, you only need to have one fan page. And what I asked this person was which service is making them the most money. And their response was bootcamp. Bootcamp was bringing in like 95% of their income. So I suggested that they, focus on the boot camps, and then the people that come in through the boot camp that have been there for a while, maybe they've reached their fat loss goals, then try to upsell them to the personal training. Whenever you're trying to run two different services out of the same facility, the first thing I would ask is, one, are you able to run them side by side at the same time all day long? If not, then you're giving up bootcamp revenue in order to run the personal training services. I would probably just focus on bootcamp, and that's it, because it's already making you 90-95% of your income, and the PT, the personal training times, is actually taken away from what you could be making if you're running more bootcamp sessions or classes. Now, if you can run them side by side at the same time and they're not going to interfere with each other, that's totally cool, then yes, because his next thing is that he wanted to shift a bit towards PT, because other than referrals on their website, they weren't pushing it that much, and they feel like there is definitely money to be made on that side of things, and there is. But what you have to do when you have two separate services is make it easier for your potential customers to know which one it is for them. So just like you have to differentiate yourself from your competitors, you have to differentiate yourself from your other services. So differentiate services. Make it clear why they should choose one over the other. So be like boot camp, if they have fat loss goals, that's boot camp. And then you could even call your personal training or small group strength camp. If they're if they have like performance-based goals, or if they want to put on some more muscle, or what have you. So that way they know which one they fall into. If they're like, oh, I just want to get lean, I want to get lose some fat, get in shape for summer, then it's obvious choice is boot camp. If they're already lean, they're trying to do more body shaping or bodybuilding or some kind of sports performance training, they want to put on some muscle, get stronger, then strength camp. So as long as you can differentiate your services and make it crystal clear on which one they belong in based on what their goals are, you won't have a problem. It's only when you can't tell what the difference is. Yeah, we have people losing fat in our personal training. Yeah, we have people in boot camp that are putting on muscle. Then they're not going to know which one to fall into. If you didn't want to do like a strength camp and differentiate it that way, you could also put it to where, if you have any muscle imbalances or any injuries that keeps you from being able to do the group classes, then that would be the reason for personal training. But if they're a totally healthy person and they, except for 20, 30 pounds overweight or whatever, then boot camp would be good for them. If they have a bunch of old injuries that's keeping them from doing like half the exercises in boot camp, then personal training would be for them. So as long as you can differentiate, then you can run them side by side. The other model that I would do is, as far as marketing goes, I would market the one that is the lowest hanging fruit. And in this case, it would be boot camp, because that's going to appeal to more of the population, because for one, they can afford it. So number two is you want to market predominantly to one. Because if you're marketing to both, you're competing with yourself. Unless you can target the clients in a way that you're dividing up your audience, one that's more for bootcamp, one more for personal training. Market to one, and then you can ascend into the other. So then ascend to two. So they come into bootcamp, and you can even let them know, like, bootcamp is $197 a month. You get unlimited sessions. It's, the whole program is designed around fat loss to get you as lean as possible. Once we reach your fat loss goals, then we'll try to push you to come up with some performance-based goals or some strength training goals, and we can get you into strength camp. So for strength camp, you could say, we offer strength camp. You can come in up to 3 to 4 times a week. It's $297 a month, but it still includes unlimited boot camps. You're going to get an extra $100, but they don't have to leave their friends that they've created, that they've made in boot camp. Because that's what happens a lot of times. People will hit their goals and they kind of get bored with the same thing and they want to push themselves a little bit harder, but they don't want to quit the one to start the other because they have friends in there still. So what I would do is just upgrade them to $297 to get a small group training with the strength training and the weights, and they still have unlimited boot camp. And that's the way I would ascend them from boot camp to strength camp or the personal training. The other way is you market to one, they come in, they're not a good fit for boot camp, then you sell them on number 2. But if you try to market both at the same time, especially in a small local market where your entire audience is only 30,000 or 40,000, then you're going to be competing with both services, and people are going to be confused when seeing different offers on your page. You're not going to know which one to pick, and they're probably not going to pick either. So make sure you differentiate your services, so make it clear why they should go for one or why should they go for the other. Market to the one that's making you the most money, and then you can ascend them into the second service. So make it an ascension model is the best way that I've seen that people that are running both group training and small group or one-on-one is to ascend them into the higher price services. And follow that. I've had lots of clients that follow this model that do great, and you'll be able to run boot camps and personal training simultaneously. Again, if you don't have the facility to be able to run them side by side, focus on the one that's making you the most money and scale that up. Cool, so our second question is this person has been running promos back to back every single month for over a year, and they're just not getting the same results they used to. What should they do? So the problem, why do ads go stale is what we want to solve. Why ads go stale. So just imagine if you're sending emails to your email list every single day. Hey, we have 21 days for $21, offer. Hey, we have 21 days for $21. Hey, guess what? 15 spots left. 21 days, $21. And they keep seeing that over and over in their email inbox for months or every day, for a month. After like 2 or 3, probably 3 to 5 days, if they haven't taken you up on it, they're probably, just going to start ignoring those emails, maybe even unsubscribe, because you're just burning out that email list. Well, the audience on Facebook is no different. So if every time they go on Facebook and all they see in their newsfeed is your offer and then another offer and another offer and another offer, it's only a matter of time before they put the blinders on and they just ignore those, because even if you put scarcity in there, even if you put huge opportunity, 15 beta testers wanted, whatever, they're going to ignore it because they know that next week or next month there's going to be another one. So you have to be, a little more, sophisticated, a little more ninja-like with your marketing, and put something else out there that leads them into the offer. So the first thing you want to do, that's the easiest, is just create an article that agitates a problem that your program solves, or it explains a benefit of the program. So for an example, and if you have FitPro newsletter, they have like hundreds and hundreds of articles that you can choose from that you can use. And then if you have ClickFunnels, they have a landing page template. So you just click the landing page template, add that to the front of your funnel, go to FitPro newsletter, find an article that goes along with your program, and put that article on that landing page in ClickFunnels in front of your entire funnel. Then you're going to run ads to that article. So you're going to get an article. So for example, you have the article is about the afterburn effect. And how it increases your metabolism for over 48 hours. And that's what you're educating them on, and with only 30 minutes of exercise or whatever. And then in that article, as they're reading it, the word afterburn effect comes up, and it's you link that word afterburn effect or whatever. You link that, hyperlink it. They click on it, and now it's going to take them to your offer, which could be the 14-day fat furnace, or it could be a 21-day rapid fat loss challenge, whatever it is. So when they were on Facebook, instead of seeing the offer on their newsfeed, they're going to see, check out my latest article about the afterburn effect. Find out how you can keep your metabolism raised for up to 48 hours after your workout with only a 30-minute workout. They click on the ad to read content, to read the article. While they're reading the article, they come across a hyperlink like, oh, what's this? They click on it. Now they land on your offer. Now they don't think that you put that in front of them on Facebook and you're like sold them on clicking on it. They feel like they found it. Oh, I shouldn't have found this deal. They shouldn't have found this offer. Totally different mind frame, totally different mindset going into it, and you still have a chance for them, to buy. And then lower down in the article could be another, it could be another phrase or keyword, and hyperlink that. And then at the very bottom of the article, you could put like a learn more button, or even like next page with like an arrow. And if they click on one of those two buttons at the bottom, say they read the entire article, they didn't click on any of the hyperlinks. At the very bottom it says learn more, or it says next page. They click on either one of those and then have that go right to the offer as well. And this is the easiest way to be able to get your offers to last longer, because now you can always throw a different article, every single day, every single week. You can throw a different article that's going to appeal to a different type of person in front of your offer. And on top of that, not only do you have a chance to still sell them on the offer right off the bat after they consume a little bit of content, you're going to have your pixel, so you're creating a custom audience. You're creating that custom audience, and you're going to retarget your offer to that custom audience. So when they land on that page, you're going to get pixeled, and you're going to create that custom audience, everybody that read that article. Now you can create an ad talking about the article and then the program, and selling them directly on the program through the newsfeed. So now the only people that are going to see the actual offer in the newsfeed are the people that have consumed a little bit of your content. So that's the easiest way to get started with retargeting. It's the easiest way to put content in front of them instead of offer after offer after offer, but still leading them into your offer. It's a little bit of a longer term play and one extra step, but you're creating these custom audiences. And when you create the custom audience, I would set it for like 60 to 90 days, just depending on how fast you grow the audience. What that means is that after 90 days, if they don't get pixeled again, they fall off that list. That means everybody on that custom audience has consumed some of your content within the last 30, 60, or 90 days, depending on what you set it up at. And it really depends on how much traffic you're driving to that page. Because really the shorter amount of time, if it's 30 days, everybody on that audience has watched some of yours at least once a month. They're going to be a lot more apt to take you up on an offer because they like your content. They keep reading it every month. So I would try to work my way down to 30-day pixel for that custom audience. But again, if you're only doing $10 a day, you're not going to have a very large audience to retarget to. So I would keep it at 90, at 90 days. So the article is the first way. The second way that you can do that, and then again, if you have FitPro newsletter, there's like hundreds of articles already in there. You don't have to write one article. You can just go into FitPro newsletter, search the archives, and you can pick any article that you want that has to do with your offer. And I would keep playing around with different articles and see which ones convert better, which ones people like. And believe it or not, if it's a good article, it's going to be more shareable. People are going to share your ad because the ad is actually to an article. So if they like the article, they're going to go back and share it with their friends and put it on their page. So you're going to get a lot more engagement on that ad because it's really content that leads to the offer. And then number 2 is video. I mean, if you're not doing video right now, your competitors are leaving you in the dust. Live video makes it so easy, and so I challenge you to do 1 live video a day, and you're going to make the custom audiences based off the live videos. So everybody always wants to know, like, well, I don't know what to put in the videos. I don't have any ideas. Or I run out of ideas after like 2 or 3 videos, and I just don't know what to do. Well, you already have clients, and I'm sure you get questions every single day. I don't know what when I'm on the run, or if I'm in a hurry, I don't know what to eat, so I always grab something bad. What can I do? And then you give them a tip. Whenever that happens in real life, take out your phone, open up the Notes app, and then put that question in there, and then that's going to be your live video. Hey, earlier today I was talking with a client, and they live a really busy lifestyle, and whenever they're in a hurry, they just don't know what to make or what to grab. That's when they fall off the wagon. They just grab whatever is close by. This is what I told them to fix that, and then you give them the whatever tip it is that you gave your client. Just with that alone, you should never run out of content, because I'm sure every single day at least one client is asking you some kind of question. So it'd be questions from clients that you're answering. Again, I think I talked about this last time. I think with the content, you want to be consistent, but you also want variety. If all you did was questions from clients, after a while people would get bored with that. So you want to mix it up. So number 2 is just share what you're doing. It's really simple. Hey, this is what I'm doing for my workout today. I'm at the track. I'm doing this sprint workout. I'm setting my phone up here so you can actually see what I'm doing. And then you do your sprints, go back up to it, but like tell them how long you're resting and why the intervals are paced the way that they are and whatnot. People live what they believe to be boring lives, and they think that you live an exciting life, and they want to live vicariously through you. So just share whatever it is you're doing. You're taking your dog to the park. Like, hey, it's good to get out in nature. Really, unplug. I'm have a much better mindset, much more motivated when I'm out in nature. And whatever, just tell them how you're feeling and tell them what you're doing, and you do stuff every day, so you're never going to run out of content there. Whenever you wake up in the morning, if you're in a hurry, what do you do for breakfast? Oh, I don't have time to cook my regular eggs and bacon like I normally do, so this is what kind of smoothie I'm making real quick, and you just set your camera up and make your smoothie and go live, and you're going to have tons of content because you're always doing stuff. If you're training for like a Spartan race or some kind of obstacle course and you're doing some different types of training, post that. The other thing is you can do client testimonials or client success stories. And when I do the client success stories, the way I like to do it is start with a question from the client and then tell them what you told them to do. And then after they did it, tell them what the results were. So it's going to be a little more powerful here. You're just going to tell them what the answer was, but not necessarily telling what results they got from it. But with the success stories here, you can always ask the client, like, what were you most skeptical about? And you can have the clients in these videos if they want to be. And how do you feel about it now? Or what did I tell you to do? And let them say it. And then how'd that help you? What kind of results did you get? And you can always post client success stories. And if you run out of these, that means that you're not getting your clients' results, and you need to go take a step back and start looking at your program and your accountability and how you're getting your clients' results. So you should always be pumping out as many client success stories. They don't have to be before and afters. They just need to have them on there talking about how great your gym is or your program is and how it's changed their life. Other things you can do is you can play off the news. So if there's anything about health and fitness in the news, you can, especially if it's controversial, it's going to be really good content. Take a stance on it. You don't have to have everybody be on your side. It's okay. It's better to take a really strong, stance on something, draw a stand in the line, because everybody that's on your side is going to be that much more connected to you, and the other people probably didn't like you anyway. There's probably something else that turned them off. So play off the news, take a side, give your opinion on why you believe that, and let all the comments go in the comments section. And CrossFit is the best at being controversial. Whether you like CrossFit or not, every post that comes out about CrossFit, they have the whole CrossFit debate in the comments section. People that love CrossFit are watching, people that don't love CrossFit are watching, people that love CrossFit are posting, comments, people that don't care, don't like CrossFit are still posting, so they still care, they just don't like it. And that's how they built their entire empire, off of being controversial. So play off the news, be controversial, and then you can always teach lessons and stuff off of that. So that should give you plenty of content as far as the videos go. And again, you're creating the custom audience so you can retarget back to your offer. So if you're doing at least one live video a day, you're getting more and more people into that audience that you can then retarget to the offer. And your retargeting ads can always mention the article that they just read. Now that you know what the afterburn effect is, why don't you come in and experience it? Because now they've already read the article. So that way you're speaking directly to them. If there's something in the news that you're retargeting from, you can mention that in the copy leading up to your article. And that's pretty much it. Put the articles in front of your offers, put the videos in front of your offers. So that way when people now go to Facebook, instead of seeing 14-day fat furnace, 21-day rapid fat loss program, 6-week transformation contest, 2 free weeks, and now they're seeing, hey, check out this question I got from one of my clients and what I told them to do. Hey, I was in a hurry this morning, so just check out what I did, as far as my breakfast goes. And hey, did you hear in the news this happened, and this is what I feel about it and that. And so that way they're seeing all this content and you're building connections with them, and then right off the bat you're getting a chance to sell them on the offer after they consume some of the content. So get the articles off FitPro newsletter, totally free. If you have FitPro newsletter, you don't have to worry about writing the articles. Start creating at least one live video a week and putting those in front of your offers, and your offers will pretty much be evergreen. If you have one offer that converts, you can essentially use it forever because nobody's ever going to see it when they go on Facebook until after they've consumed some of your content. So that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week.